Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Alright. Cool, good stuff. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine Monday. As always, it's a Monday. The 19th of December, 2022. That is correct. It is Christmas Day this Sunday, and therefore it's Boxing Day next Monday. I shall be taking a bit of a respite for 2 or for 3 weeks, I guess. So today I will be playing a video game, and then next week as Boxing Day I'll take the week off. The week after as well will be the 2nd of January. I'll also take another week off. So I'll continue streaming on the 9th, but until then, I hope you enjoy this stream that I shall commence in a moment. Oh boy, let's jump into it. This takes a hot moment. Come on, hot moment game. Come on. Attaboy game. There we go. Yes, it's another one. Dual Star Interactive is back at it again. Club Acclaim is back at it again. Your boys at N-Space changed their logo yet again. We got the real games for the real girls trademark. They've still got the AOL keyword. And it's how you play, but well, let's oh boy, I've actually got super quiet. Hold on. Let me just sort that out in a moment. I turned it down because it was like irritatingly loud, and now it's like irritatingly quiet. So sorry for that. I jumped the gun a bit too much. So we got a few letters. Let's type out my name. But yeah, this is the third and final of the N-Space trilogy of Mary-Kate and Ashley games, and in fact, it is the very last Mary-Kate and Ashley game. There are a handful of games that came up before, which might be on the table of looking at, but until then, let's go through the efforts of trying to deal with licensed music. So yeah, if you're watching the VOD, good luck, by the way. Good luck on any of this. If you hear background audio that's cut out, I apologize. This is a jamming song about turning seriously, 'cause I'm 16. I don't even know. It's well, yeah, we're on the GameCube now. We've got licensed music up the wazoo. We got a bunch of mini games. You know, we're 16. We're jamming. We're cool. This era of like, you know, like radio-friendly hard rock, or like teen hard rock. Yeah. And here we go. Yeah, another title screen. The main menu, it tells you it's the main menu. It says up the top. And you got the two girls just vibing. They're waving their hands around. They are waving their hands around. They cheer. And then they're waving their hands around. And that's it. That's all you get in the background. This song is like, you know, if you mix it differently, it probably could be like passed off as My Bloody Valentine. But it's not. It's playing it too safe. And there's also a structure to it, which kind of makes it feel a bit... anyways, let's go into the options. That's right. You can only make things quieter from here on out. You can show the credits, so you can blame the people. I'm actually amazed as well that, like, one, the text cuts off. It's just like... whoop, whoop, whoop. But... here is N-Space, after a bunch of Dual Star Interactive, like, executives, who definitely had nothing to do with actually creating the game. It's just giving likenesses, signing off on it, just calling it a day. Meanwhile, all these people at N-Space, who have appeared in 3 credits in a row, basically, working their butts off creating 3 Mary-Kate and Ashley video games that, unfortunately, I don't think is really too much of a selling point. As a developer, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, cool, I made a game that does this. It doesn't really matter that it's like, it's not a groundbreaking thing. You can kind of be like, well, I made this. And I think that's actually fine as a developer. even if, you know, people like me are going to look at this and rip into the game. Elgato, the coolest cat in town. They made my stream deck. Is that the name? Is that the reason why Elgato is Elgato? There you go. Wow, 3 babies as well. 4, I can count. 4 babies. So we've actually got a handful of voice actors. And like, they're all just given first names. Oh, the Peel siblings, yeah. But yeah, this and last week's Mary Kate and Ashley Crush Course are both games that my sister owned. We both, well, I guess we owned Crush Course on that one, on the PlayStation, because it was only on that and PC, I think. This game, she got the PS2 version of. The PS2 version, it doesn't emulate nicely. If you run the credits, it crashes every time. It'll just find some random point and do like the classic like jittering buffer of audio. Very spooky. Yeah, so I've decided to go with the GameCube version because it's a bit safer to run, and honestly, from playing, it's the exact same, except it might run worse, which is probably a better example. Here's a bunch of songs, by the way. These are real licensed songs. And if you actually try and find like long plays of this game as well, they try their best to edit out the music. But I think we're safe in either just sucking it in and just going like, hey, yeah, nah, like it's gonna have copywritten audio. I don't care. We'll just have it. We'll just have the ad revenue taken. Which, like, the reason why I get gutsy about ad revenue being taken is because well, they run any ads on your video, as opposed to, like, anytime I run ads, I'd never run the video, like, the pre-video ads. So if you ever click on a video and there's no ad at the beginning, that's because I made so. I guess YouTube kind of hates whenever you don't really make money, but, you know. I prefer getting the video going. Don't stop my video. There's a lot of music in this game, isn't there? They've all got websites as well. Thank you for playing, Mary Kate. I haven't played any of it yet. But you know what? I might be the first person to sat through the credits. Look at that, they're jamming. They're vibing. You might as well not... Well, I didn't press the button there. You might notice that the song just cuts off at some point, like after the chorus. It just comes back. Anyway, we've got 3 modes. Adventure, Bring It On, and Arcade. Adventure is a proper Mario Party style board game. Bring It On is just a back-to-back minigame battle, and Arcade is a specific minigame battle. That is all you get. There's no campaign. You might also notice there are only 2 levels. And they both kind of suck. You get to play up to 4 players if you had 4 players. And then you've got this kind of menu where it's like, I believe you can set the length of the game, whether it's a certain number of turns, or a full game, or the number of friends, which is your stars to find. And laps is, of course, laps around the board. What is lap shuffle? Not sure, to be honest. Let's go simple, let's go with the full game, and call it a day, because that's probably going to take a while. We've got 4 characters. We've got one of the Olsen twins, the other of the Olsen twins, yellow and green. I'm gonna go with green because she looks so out of place. She looks like all of these are like some kind of drawn digital art. This kind of looks like they just took the model and called it a day. What's with the like the crosshair as well with a 1 in it? Anyway, beach birthday. Oh, look at that speedometer. They're driving way too fast. I'm pretty sure the background, that's not screen burning, by the way. The game just hasn't fully faded out yet. There it is.
Well, come on, did you pass?
We're licensed to drive. Let's rock and roll.
Cool, where are you guys going first?
We're planning a big Sweet 16 party tonight, and we could use some help. Yeah, we'll need
right on their birthdays.
Food, an awesome birthday cake.
Boys, don't forget the boys. Girls, activate your cell phones.
Bro,
We've got
really?
work to do. The one who can get the most friends to show will be the queen of our party.
Count me in. Just call me Your Highness.
Because we're Sweet 16 and licensed to drive.
There they go. again, can I just say, a teenage girl's like that horny that it's just like, that sounds so bad out of context. But you know what I mean? It's like it'd be weird if it was like, I guess men go like, and lots of girls. I guess. No, I take it back. I think I am just old. I think I'm actually a boomer now. Oh, and I'm going last. I think I'm actually a boomer because it's just like I don't understand this whole mindset now. Or maybe it's a modern context and we all get kind of, you know, antsy about. Anyways, this is the game. It's Mario Party.
Someone say sale.
There are events, there are items, so she's just putting items in. These items are barely useful. They are so contextual. One of them is literally like if you land on a random like event space and the random event says you lose your wheels for the turn, if you have a spare tire you can remedy that, but it's like, what's the odds of that happening? Really low. And then it takes forever to go from somewhere. Like for example, here you go. What are the odds of it happening? Well, it happens to the blue chick here. Yes, also you can kind of wing the number. It's not actually random. It properly stops when you want it to. Hey, Ashley. And then, yeah, of course, this is how you drive, by the way. I'm not going to comment on how these people are driving. But, yeah. Alright, well, last one to leave the driving school. You can look around the board, try and soak it in. There is a freeway in that direction. There is a diner with a euro as a symbol. I can't even scroll that far over, by the way. It just kind of cuts off there. Is that a film? Starring them? Okay. The surf shop, the ATV store. Right, this kind of bit here. The Crab Shack. We've got a fountain, lots of particle effects. So this game came out in 2002, which I think is right in time for the GameCube's release. The PS2's been out for a while. Actually, I think the GameCube's been out for a year. But it's like, yeah, you know what? Like, they put in the effort to do a multi-platform release. Honk. Oh my gosh, I'm swerving in my lane so much. You don't control this, by the way. It's just Mario Party. You're just going. And you got that JPEG Sonic Adventure bubble at the top. And I've lost all my money. Again. And then once everyone's had their turn, you do a minigame. Time how long these minigames take. They are forever. So, and also they're kind of confusing, and you don't get to practice. So what this is, you just use the stick to steer the board. Be the first person through each gate to earn the most points. The player with the most points at the end of the course is the winner. Okay, makes sense. Okay, sure. So we're looking at this and we're going, oh, okay, like, we're all sitting there. And then, like, you're just like, oh, I'm going around. Remember, I'm controlling green. And anyway, like, oh, okay, these people are going through the gate. So I'm trying to hold forward, only to be like, okay, well, now I'm right at the front, but, like, I'm all the way over there. And also, there's these keys. What is going on? Now, okay, from what I know, because there's a bit of stuff just happening right now, as well as a lack of sound effects. Like, this is super quiet water. Like, I mean, we're clearly wake surfing, which means, or wind surfing. So why is there, like, no, like, wind ripples or, like, anything? It's just, we're just going. Where even are we? Like, we're clearly going along some kind of coastline or beach or something. I went through that gate, by the way. I hope you noticed. Also, yeah, no AI difficulty, by the way. So, what you see is what you get on how easy or hard they are. And it's all over the place. Like, again, like, I'm chasing the front so hard. I guess I could fall back a little bit, but... anytime that there is a bit of slowdown, that is indeed how the GameCube performs, so, at least I hope so. Unless the Dolphin's got some quirks to fix. But yeah, is that like crystals? I think that's supposed to be like a coral. 16. Why would you make like this jamming song about being 16 and it's like... I guess 16 is also like a real like odd age as well, because like I know that's technically when you can drive, except I'm pretty sure in Australia, like, is it right on 16 or is it 16 and 9 months? I don't know. Or New South Wales, different states do different laws. There you go, the goal. There, oh, there I go. I'm jumping, I'm happy. There you go. Congratulations. A bunch of these games as well, you just have to note, like, for reference, yeah, it's you in the bottom left. That is why you won, not the people in the top right. And now I can continue, by the way. Now we got to compute the score. So what I believe is the case is that there is a bit of money that you get for winning, and then the keys that you are picking up give you some points as well. That's why everyone has 7, 6, and 2 points. They picked up keys. I think that's why. What is she doing? Wrong directions? Did she even use that? Okay. She warps somewhere around the board. I don't know what's going on there. And she's already back at the start. Lands on the bit. That's the bank. The jackpot is empty. Cool. So, yeah. Also, yeah, she lost a turn. Because she lost at the previous thing. That's what I mean. If you lose a turn, it just takes an eternity to get back to, like, playing the game. Because, like, the mini game just happens, and then it's just like, oh. And is there any reason to really rush ahead? Not really. But your main goal is to try and pick up people. I think people are worth 100 coins. Like 100 score in the end. So you don't have to get people, but you have to get... And now I'm being challenged to a one-on-one, which means, yet again, we got a minigame. So, okay, be the first player to complete 10 laps. This one is very obvious. So, what else do teenagers do? That's right, they jet ski. I mean, I guess like in the early 2000s, you know, like teenagers did it all the time. Men and women, you can make the camera way too close, kind of close enough, or just view the whole field because it's like really simple. I'm not saying that like it needs to be that big, and especially given that it's like 10 laps, you know, kind of needs to be quick. But it's like, yeah, okay, I've lapped her now. I'm gonna lap her again before the end. Like, she just struggles. There is a jump. There is no reason to take the jump. It's confident, and not really much more than that. But, you know, it's, again, it's like, sure, you're making a minigame collection. You gotta do your best. You gotta make a bunch of minigames, and hey, you know what? Like, there is a consistent theme amongst all of them, so... Like, there's a lot of, like, really average, like, Mario Party minigames out there, so I can't pretend that Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16 license to drive having, you know, vehicle-based minigames is kind of like, yeah, like, sure. I don't understand, I guess, the stimulus for this game. Like, they were just like, oh, they're 16, which means we gotta make a game, a minigame collection all about being 16. Might notice I keep rolling 10s because... Oh, I'm going backwards. I did get the wrong direction, and the game did nothing to tell me about it. Is there any downside to going backwards? Well, I guess I'm backwards. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm about to rear-end you. And now I got a player again. It's still turn 2, by the way. It's still turn 2. This takes forever. So make your way down the rushing river, collect power-ups before entering gates to earn points. Stay sharp. Now, that is a keyword. There are a handful of minigames in this game that are just completely, like, unclear. But, like, you have to go, hey, collect power-ups. What does that mean? Well, note that I am the green character, and they are the yellow character. You're going to notice that there's going to be life jackets in the water. And there's also keys. Just, you know, keys. Why not? Why keys? Keys to the ignition, keys to the... Okay. But at some point, there's going to be these life jackets. You got to get the green one, or get the one that's your character, and then go through the gate. You don't have to go through the gate first, but you got to get your character's life jacket. If you pick up their life jacket, well, I guess you can not go through the gate and not clock in the points.
I made the gate.
I made the gate. Oh, but like, yeah, it's just like, okay. These kinds of games get chaotic with 4 players, especially because a lot of them are 2-on-2. So there's gonna be 2 like blue jackets and 2 red jackets, and a lot of the time your AI doesn't know what jacket you're going for, so they like completely dart the other direction. And they'll just like either screw you over or just not react to you at all. Like, again, look at that. It's just like, it gets kind of awkward. Are the keys gonna be... Oh. The AI is not letting up, by the way. Like, I mean, there's no difficulty on the AI, but like, we're not... Oh.
Coming through.
I got to turn left and then I got to turn right. But like, neither of us have missed anything. Oh my gosh. Oh. See. Okay, well, I'm double goofed up. But like, they haven't messed any of these up. They haven't messed anything up. They are you kidding me? I'm just like, here's the AI doing a perfect run. Like, what do you do? I think they actually did. Oh, like, look at that! Like, how... Because the worst part as well, when it's on the left side of the field, it's on screen for less time. You can't do anything about that. Oh, I got pushed by the Triforce. Oh, and then it's like, yeah, did you see that? It's like, the gate was so close to her, like, goal. But mine is just like, nah, man. This game is actually rigged. Yeah, I think... Oh, she actually did a perfect run. She actually did a perfect run. Absolutely incredible. There's gonna be no, like, no alternative. So, and the worst part is that when it's a one-on-one, you know what the reward is? The winner gets your turn. So that means, okay, I'm about to lose a turn, and they're about to do something. Or I could just keep going. I think it's because I won someone else's turn. Or I'm behind them? I don't even know.
Wait for me.
Who knows? Who knows?
See ya.
That is totally not what you do. But sure. Oh, I've just landed on the exclamation mark. Roadwork, low speed limit for 2 rounds. And then the board gets all shuffled, so... for reference, you trying to go to land on the effective star. Oh, what is this? A match cards to earn points. The one with the most points at the end of the round wins. Oh boy. Oh, they're all 16s. We're in some kind of limbo, some kind of liminal space where all that exists is 16s on the floor. Just massive 16s. And weird Dutch angles. Alright, just fun. Did you actually not go anywhere until I clicked on something? I should also be looking at like what they're doing. Oh, wait, that was it, you're on it. Okay, they got Dolphin, Key. I don't remember where Dolphin and Key was. Oh, they remember where that one was. Okay, cool. Stop sign, do you know where the stop sign was?
I thought that was the right one.
Oh, okay, they're stealing that one. Go. Wow. Didn't we know where the palm tree was? Okay, cool. I'm at the mercy of the AI on this one. Oh, did you just... Okay, you know where the dolphin is, right? Is that this character? Is that what she looks like? You Dumby! You Dumby! It's this one! You know, you double Dumby! You double Dumby! Oh, no! You're standing on it! You're standing on it! Okay, go. We lost because we lost. This is incredible. This is actually incredible. It's like I'm just bound by the competency of the AI. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. Speaking of nothing I can do, we got a couple of interesting developments at the end of end of this year, rather. Number one is probably the most political I'm getting in this week's broadcast, which is why do people care about Elon Musk and Twitter? Is it because I post on Twitter and therefore that's kind of just the stuff I'm seeing? Maybe. And I'm challenged again. Turn 3 and we're already starting with a minigame. This is... Okay, this always starts off with the song that's like... It reads off a bunch of locations. And they say a couple of... like... cities. So they say Paris, London, a million places I could go. Land down under. They don't even get us by name. Hold on. Spot the lyrics, okay?
Kilimanjaro, New York City and Times Square. Came in the islands and that little cafe in Bel Air. London, England, Paris, Island, Mexico. Land down under, there's a million places I can go.
There you go. I'm messed over. I'm messed over. I can't even name... I start off with Kilimanjaro. Alright, now this minigame, I'm gonna absolutely whoop. Because how it basically works is that they give you a pose in the bottom right, and someone just immediately... Oh, whoops. Someone just, like, starts doing that pose right away. So you just gotta hope that you can, like, tap, like, specifically on them. Because if you miss a little bit, it's like, nope. You gotta cool down. But, like, you're gonna spot, like... The other person's, like, only gonna get them if, like, they're luckily on them. And it gets chaotic when you got 4 players. They've combined they turned the 4-player minigames into 2 players. By just going, yeah, like there's less stuff going on, I guess. Oh! Oh, was it this person? It was really that person. I don't understand the blue hair. Was the blue hair really that big in 2002? I think it actually was for modelers. And there's just this car in the middle. There's just this car. Car's like Zed fighting itself. So, there you go. See, they were just on it. And then they went way away. But yeah, oh, is that not this person? Is that not... What did I click? What did I actually just click? You might notice as well that there were 14 rounds. Like, that just keeps going for a while, I'll tell you that. So, anyway, look at that. I'm the winner. They're the loser. I get my turn back. I'm happy. Yeah, so Elon Musk is a rich guy, I guess. I've apparently done a lap. Is it because I went back and forth? I think it actually might be because I went back and forth. Like, I went back across the line and forward again. That just counted as a lap. Yeah, this game is brilliantly made. She's got 1 coins! Yeah, Elon Musk is a rich guy. He bought Twitter, but he doesn't, like... He's not sitting on money. He's just capital worth a lot of money. So that means that there's a lot of investors that are technically investing in him, investing in Twitter. Interesting move. I will still say I don't 100% understand. I could click the C, or I could just go down and challenge a person, but I'm gonna have to challenge everyone in some way, which is kind of irritating. Oh, you got this, bro, you got this. There you go. Oh my gosh, I didn't even pick a person. We're just still going, man. Be the first player to complete 10 laps to win. That's right, it's the same thing, but it's quad bikes or ATVs if you're that kind of person. At least you get to wear helmets in this one. And you get turbos, which makes it a little more exciting. You get 3 turbos, don't waste them like I did.
You snooze.
But yeah, Elon Musk's Twitter is definitely, I'd say as a developer, I'm looking at it going, you know what? it feels like the developers are doing like a fair bit of work right now. Like they're just slamming out like new features ish, like just changes, some quality of life stuff. I can go, yeah, okay, decently interesting. But on the other hand, the thing people get fixated on is not the actual engineering efforts, but the singular person that everything can be pinned on. Everything wrong with the site, it's Elon. Everything great with the site, it's Elon. And how much of that is actually Elon? I don't think we'll ever really be able to know. I think there's definitely some interesting things like the stuff that's coming out about the previous running of Twitter, and as something that's now not publicly traded, it's kind of like, well, you know what? Like, the only thing that's really against that is himself. Or the only thing that would get in his way is just himself. So, sure, okay. But obviously, yeah, there are some features, like especially in this past week, that are just like, huh. And I think the biggest one today, like it just happened today, and then it was basically just reverted today, because it's so silly. You weren't really allowed to link out to various other social medias. Well, not link out. I think the way to phrase it in the best way is you're not allowed to promote, you're not allowed to dedicate your account to promoting other accounts on other services. You have to basically like make your Twitter account to be talking on Twitter, and on its own fair point, but you know, not everyone is very talkative, and I've lost a turn. Cool. So not only did it get someone immediately after I called it, but it also got me. Cupcake chaos. You have to press the button to decorate the cupcakes. You're going to watch me do this perfectly, and you're going to watch the AI not do it perfectly. And since we're teams, it doesn't matter if I'm perfect, because the AI isn't doing it for me. So you pretty much just hit ABXY and go for it. Or ABYX, sorry. ABX. And you can poop everywhere. It's great. Alright, you got this, bro. But, yeah, in particular, they name-dropped Instagram, Facebook, and Mastodon. And I kind of started sweating a little bit because I run a Pleroma server where I've been for the past... Maybe not the past... Actually, yeah, for the past year, I have been posting to a Mastodon account, and then I've moved it over to Pleroma, self-hosting. And then I've just been kind of cross-posting, and I was like, I'm not like using it to 100% like replace my Twitter interactions. I still look at Twitter, I will still reply to things on Twitter, at times, occasionally. But it's also like, yeah, like if I just post something, it's just something I post on both. So I don't really feel like that's, you know, in contention. But there's also a lot of people who are like, you know, I'm not happy with Twitter, and I have permanently moved to Mastodon or Forum or any other kinds of thing. On top of that, there are people who use sites like Linktree, and they're like, hey, I have a lot of, you know, different social medias, and I would like to have one handy list that links them all, and that's what Linktree is, sure. I just mental blanked on what to press, so there you go. I didn't do it perfectly, but at least I didn't lose by like any, but it was kind of close. It was also just tapping. This minigame just tapping in my ears. This dead stare on a blank cake, like that cake is coming. You know it was goofed up. Why are we even doing this? Why don't you have one conveyor that just automatically does it for all of them? Why do you need me to press a button? That's what I loved about like conveyor belt systems, is like the actual movement of the items is automatic, but then like nothing else was really like doing it. Because I mean it's simple, you just have a belt going and you just make it go. Lost turn, lost turn. Oh, she's got a turn, because I know I've got a lost turn. Yeah. So yeah, to that, like, obviously that was completely backlashed, and, you know, Twitter removed it. They were just like, yeah, no, that's actually a silly rule. Because especially as well, like, it's kind of over-enforcing at times if you just, like, get all Mastodon servers. How do you even know that a site's a Mastodon server? And I've lost a turn. That was the fastest turn in the world. Fashion Fly Away. What do you think Fly Away is? Well, yeah, moves character, collect items that match your character's color. The player with the most points is the winner. That's right, this is the most practical fashion show. Wow. The movies is playing Mary-Kate and Ashley. There actually could be a Mary-Kate and Ashley film in the back. And then tragedy strikes.
The machines are out of control.
So I've got to look for green. Oh no, I'm looking for blue clothes because we're part of the blue team. So why are we picking up? I have fused. So if I pick up pink clothes, I think that just counts for the other team. So actually, I don't hate picking up pink clothes, but it's weird that you can pick up pink clothes. What are we all running into? There's like barely any blue stuff on the field. You're just picking up all of my stuff. You're picking up everything. There's nothing to compete against. What are you doing? There's actually there's nothing to pick up. Everyone's just picking up everyone's stuff. They're just picking up all of it. Ah, this is actually horrendous. There's no competition because it's just we're picking up everything. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Twitter is you know, granted, I think there's nothing we all want to see more than for kind of websites that have a bit of a what do we say? I don't need bonus time. I need no time. Oh, is it actually giving more points for these ones? And then we lost. We lost. We lost. Just I hate it. I hate it. Why am I doing this to myself? I do it for the love of the art. So, okay. We continue. We progress. But yeah, the website, I mean, granted, all large websites eventually go through that bit where it's just the culture on that site becomes kind of hostile. You're not necessarily hostile if you participate in Twitter, and obviously, hey, I'm part of the same parcel, so, but I think there is definitely, a crowd, Twitter is a weird place, and I, personally, am I being challenged again? I'm just getting every one-on-one, because for reference, and I haven't even shown this yet, you know, there's 2 other people. Whenever some AI gets into a one-on-one, there's only a 1 in 3 chance I get the choice. But whenever it's them, it just gives a result. It just says this person won, and that was it. You don't have to load into the game. At least there's that. This minigame is atrocious. You basically work your way over to the left, and if you touch anything, you just immediately teleport to the lane on the side, and then you just go the speed of the lane you're in. So it's like a little bit of Frogger, I guess. But it's it suffers from the whole, you've got to see your perspective going on. And then you can see the person's already just, chilling in that lane. So I'm just gonna, sit in front of them. Because the winner is... Oh, okay. The winner is the person who's in that lane, at the end of the thing. And it's kind of awkward because they do that thing where it's it just blocks off that lane. There we go, I'm back over. You could pick up keys, you could be that kind of person, but I'm literally going to pull it as far forward as I can just so you can't, go in. Because I'm pretty sure the game ends, yeah, then it goes exit. So it's oh, did we both win? No, she's upset in that car, right? Yeah, okay. It's very possible for neither player to win, and you get one of those, no winner kinds of things. So again, I've just stolen someone's turn. It takes absolutely forever, this game. I swear. More points than me, I guess.
I can use this invitation to invite someone to my
I think the PDA is the item, by the way, that lets you buy or whatever. Those are some real JPEG images, like when you zoom it in like that, isn't it? Yeah, so, oh my gosh, you can't do that. You can't drive like that, bro. So yeah, moral is, Twitter is Twitter. I keep mentioning it, and, you know, if Twitter dies, it's really not the end of the world, because I think there is potential in any site you choose. Really, you know, if you make the right content, people will come to you. Word of mouth is fairly powerful, and I think as long as... Did you see that? It's just jammed. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I land on the wild card. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I land on the bank. Oh, let's do for it. Do for it? You can change the music on this map screen as well, on the board. Oh, you're about to hit the sign. Oh, wait, no, I'm slowing down because they're still in roadwork. And I'm doing a one-on-one, baby. Haven't I done Hit the Waves? No, I haven't. I haven't yet. Collect surf wax that is white or your color and avoid obstacles. Now, this is the most gnarly game of the bunch. Because you go on surfing. I've never, like, okay, real talk, I've never seen, like, a surf wave like this. I know they exist, because it's like, you know, you see, like, actual, like, surfing things. But, like, I guess I've never gone to the beach where, like, there's been legitimate, like, surfing, like, waves out in the distance. They're usually, like, kind of, like, shallow stuff. The AI just decided to hug the top there. But, yeah, you can either pick up the green ones, because I'm green. It kind of sucks being the blue character, because, like, all the defaults are blue. You gotta watch out, there's people stuck in rips on there, and here you are, just, you know, perusing around. You can kind of hit things, or you can, like, absolutely wipe out. Don't do either. But the kind of entertaining thing, I always love doing this, where you just, like, somehow fall up. It's kind of entertaining. Let's not end this, like, on a loss. Let's try and win. Obviously, you want to pick up your character's tokens as well, because they're worth more points. The AI doesn't know what it's doing, and will decide to go upside down for the sake of going upside down. I remember there were a bunch of, like, if anyone remembers, like, I think Nabisco, like, put in the effort to, like, make a lot of, like, Flash and Shockwave games back in the day. And it's just, like, reminds me of that era. Of just, like, the game that just happens. Oh, wow. 9 keys, 11 keys. Very peculiar numbers. Clearly, they're referring to the British emergency number. Is it 119? Something like that. I don't know. So, yeah. But yeah, like, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, your social media, one, doesn't really matter. It only matters in the now. So don't feel too fancy about all these sites going down. I think sites like YouTube should be kind of big kind of questions of what's going to happen when they go down. Which they will eventually. I don't think it's going to happen suddenly. And if it does happen suddenly, you know, that's on the whim. That's not because they have to. That's just because they've decided to do for it. I'll fill your trunk for free. Cool. What do they do, by the way? I don't know, but you probably want the PDA. I think the gas can gives you double speed, and I think the cell phone is a free, like, friend. Yeah, the cell phone is just the magic lamp. So, sure. And then the board shuffled, so, okay. Now, I'm gonna change the radio station. But it's like, yeah, I mean, these are all actual songs. You got a few of the same artists a couple times. But, like, there's like a decent soundtrack in there. It's all kind of the same vibes, but... Okay, so, anyway, I'm gonna cell phone.
Nice car.
Yeah, it's just magic lamp, just give me a free person. And that's my turn, but sure. Travel trivia, by the way. You know what? Like, at least this is a different kind of game. But, oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, we got our name called out right here. This is Australia, right there. What is Australia? Why, yes, it's the Sydney Opera House and nothing else.
Hi out there.
I guess the Bahamas is just a tree. So, what item allows you to avoid the flat tire event? It's the, spare tire. So, some of these are questions about the game you're playing. Some of these are general facts. And, some of these are Mary-Kate and Ashley facts that you should probably know. Learn more about these 16-year-old girls from California. If you hear a strange sound coming from your car, you should, like, what was it, find a service station? Like, yeah, turn up the radio? Like, some of these are like, yeah, okay, sure. Also, again, note that the AI either gets the answer right, like, first go, or gets it kind of wrong. And automatic is transmission, isn't it? Car that, yeah. Oh, whoops. GameCube buttons. Funny number. Car that drives by itself, is that what we call them now? Which type of wheel is not found on a car? Ferris wheel, I guess. Like, okay, real talk. A 16-year-old's actually gonna know, like, what a flywheel is. I don't even know what a mag wheel. I don't know where the mag wheel on a car is. At night, when should you use the high beams? This is when no one's in front of you. When not in traffic, yeah. I remember as a kid, I'd always say, like, always. I was like, what do you mean it's dark?
Too easy. I'm the quiz.
Oh, I actually know all my stuff. Cool. I've had some of these where they just keep going. I don't know why. She didn't get any points! Freaking the red one didn't even get anything. That is incredible. That is incredible. They cut off her car. I'm just like, ah. Oh, you know what? One day I should play Buzz. Buzz the music quiz. How to get DMCA'd so quick. Like, there's this whole era. I think actually that is probably the reason why there are so much, like, or rather there is like a lot less content from like pre-PS2 when it's like PS1, N64, even like somewhat Dreamcast and earlier. I think it is because if I dare played Buzz the music quiz on my channel and it's just like, hey, 80 different like music labels just like contacted to say, yeah, you used those songs in this video. And I'm like, whoops. Oh, I think they gave me wrong directions, but again, who knows who they clicked. Yeah, well. But yeah, so yeah, just a mild reminder as well. If you follow me on Twitter or my Pluroma at m.biendeo.com, you're getting basically the same content unless you care about who I replied to, in which case, sure. But all that really doesn't matter. Like, it's just like, yeah, if you're not paying attention, don't worry. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'm the one going backwards. What did I land on? Oh, I landed on more coins. 5 coins is just like so marginal as well. How many minutes has it been? I don't know. Have we already done Crash Course? No, avoid hitting the cones. Hitting cones takes points away from your score. Finish with the most points to win. I will say, I'm surprised that most of the minigames are vehicle-based. I would have thought it wouldn't have been. Again, like, if you're on the far end, you just get, like, short luck. You cannot tell what's going on. Probably easiest to be, like, in the third lane, where the red car is. Because I've got, like, text covering, like, the top bit. Like, I can't see it when it goes a bit too far down. But that's okay. Cool, I made it. But yeah, you just go left and right. You can't go up or down. Just try and do your best. And then wet terrain. So, but yeah. This one is like, hey, it's a driving minigame that actually performs alright. I'll give them props. They got one. I do hate that the keys and the cones are random. They're generally even, the cones. I don't think the keys are quite even, but sometimes they're just in easier places. Double R. That's okay. The AI starts screwing really up. then, of course, the rougher the terrain, the slower it is to switch lanes. I think they also captured the idea of making the minigames get harder as you go along. Like, I'm looking at this going, you know, it's a bit going on. Oh, this song's got rock in the lyrics twice. That's how you know it's jamming, it's vibing. Yeah, I guess on the other hand of people getting upset at Twitter, I think maybe the Pleroma or the Mastodon, I guess Fediverse is probably the best way. That kind of exodus is maybe a bit misguided in places because a lot of people don't understand Mastodon. They think that there is one big Mastodon admin, and it's just like, no, it's just whoever hosts your server is like adminning your server. There is a general degree of, hey, there's actual like lily pads out there. Yeah, you can see the AI is like fairly off. Like, I think the best one after me was 79. There we go. They just reused the same driving school again. But yeah, like, I think the easiest way to explain Mastodon is just, it's like email, except, yeah, no, it's actually like email. People set up hosts, that's your domain, you be the person at the domain, and then that's it. You send messages, and it's kind of on the server to service you. To say, hey, I want to follow these people and stuff like that. And ideally, nothing stops you from contacting people from other hosts, because that's okay. But yeah, sometimes the server is just like, no, I want to ban this host. And, you know, at that point you just go, hey, I will now use a different Mastodon, Pleroma, whatever provider. And they're all different implementations of ActivityPub. That's the communication. It's like our email is basically everyone is communicating over, is it SMTP? Is that the protocol? Or is email the actual protocol and SMTP is something else? I don't know my email specifically, but the high level is just like that. Obviously, of course, as well, like setting up your own email server from scratch, it's not the simplest thing in the world. So you always rely on like someone's email server. And I feel like at some inevitable point, there's going to be big services that just use ActivityPub, and it will just directly interact with everyone. I think it's going to happen at some point, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Google doing it, to just like steal the Twitter audience. Just be like, hey, it's like, you know, like risk-free, like Pleroma basically. Oh, your car broke down again. But yeah, does everyone need to move to it? Not really. It, you know, it serves the same purpose. If you're super upset with Twitter, sure, but also, why are you super upset with Twitter? Like, super, super, super upset. Sometimes it's just kind of like, hey, it doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, that's about it. So to go on to controversial topic number 2, a bunch of people on ArtStation and probably other kinds of art drawing websites. Hold on, we've got to figure out what's in 5 spaces. Green or... Whoop. That was my disc having a hitch. Or we could go left. I don't know if I'm landing on the C or the thing because there's the roadwork, and I swear it said 2 turns, and it still hasn't let up. Am I just going to stop it? Yeah, I'm just going to stop here. Cool. This minigame, by the way, this minigame is an absolute, like, mess. So, it keeps scrolling through items of the car, and you have to press A to make sure you've got the right, like, one. So, okay, we're going for the car with the stripes. Just stripes everywhere. Look at the car, try and memorize it. Okay, you got it? You got it? You looked at the car enough? Because you get to still... No, you don't get to see it. Like, I cannot tell you what wheels are on it.
That car will be easy to build.
I cannot tell you what wheels are on it. It was the one, okay, it was the one with the stripes.
I can't believe I
That's not the one with the stripes? Okay. Oh, okay.
This car is a masterpiece.
Okay, that...
I can't believe
Oh my gosh, like, it's so tight, the timing. It's got a stripe on the top, doesn't it? Oh, it's like an open, like,
This
convertible.
car is a masterpiece.
Oh, I actually got one. Okay. Oh, cool. But they didn't get any of them. Because Because there were only like 4 things to pick. It just sometimes the minigames just happen. And you can't practice. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. So, oh yeah, the art station, they're doing a protest against AI art. They're like, AI art is terrible. It steals jobs from, like, you know, human artists, I guess I should say. Which is like, yeah, okay. And then it's like, it also is property theft. I don't know if I made my thoughts kind of clear when it first was a topic, but I think it would be better to I just challenge someone again. I just finish my turn just to challenge this again. Off-ramp ordeal. We've done this one before. Yeah. Okay, boy. 55 minutes in and I'm already repeating minigames. Cool. But yeah, I don't know if I made my thoughts like super clear, so I guess I'll say it again. I think that the actual tech to make AI art is completely fine and actually completely warranted. Like, I am perfectly okay with, like, trying to figure out, like, hey, how do we actually generate art? Like, don't we want to be able to generate art? Because I think being an artist is a job of some kind, especially you're doing it to make money and you're doing it on the whims of your clients. Like, you gotta do that. So, and also on top of that, like, I think people would love endless streams of content, and AI generated content is, you know, it's the way of doing it, or at least, sorry, is it the way of doing it? I don't know, but it's definitely like, hey, let's investigate it. I think there is a degree of people are going to try and pass off AI art as if it were their own. And at that point I go, hey, that's not on, sure. I also think that there is a degree of art attribution. We should have some kind of system to go, hey, this art or this image was used in this training set. This voice sample was used in this training set. And on top of that, you can kind of be like, hey, my model itself is copywritten. It's owned by, you know, me. And I think that, like, that should 100% be addressed. Because stuff like GitHub Copilot, people are super upset that their code that they stored on GitHub, like, who knew that, like, GitHub themselves would create a private model for, you know, basically, like, training a code generator based on all these open source projects. You can do it, it's just, one, I don't know if people would necessarily make the code open source just to be, like, data scraped like that. I guess it kind of has to, because that's the whole point. But then, for something that's not, you know, not open source, it's like, yeah, that's kind of annoying. And how can anyone know? Only when it spits out the exact example from a code base that you know of. For example, like the Quake 3 fast inverse square root. Picture perfect. Again, game number 2 we've seen already, but this time it's got 4 players, so it's completely different. And they still list off the locations at the beginning. It's the same game. It is the exact same game. It's just a bit harder because you gotta compete with more people. I can see where they're coming from on this one. Like, yeah, we're taking pictures of a bunch of models in front of a car and they're doing all these poses and we want the pose, I guess. No, well. Oh my gosh. That was that person. Now it's this person. Hold on. There we go. I'll give them props. At least they're targeting 60 FPS for the most part. And it's a progressive scan as well, so... Oh my gosh, it's the same person 3 times. I'll give them props for that. Like, Nspace has definitely tried to make a video game here. And I'd say it's a bit more involved than the other 2 as well. Even when the other 2... they got their quirky moments. So... And you know what? It still feels different, I guess, compared to the other games they made, so... But, yeah. So that being said, now, what is the controversy? What is the whole, why am I, mentioning ArtStation and all this stuff? Well, I think the biggest problem is that a lot of people do not understand AI, maybe in the sense of I don't understand AI, or rather, how to create art. Maybe that's, my, like, knowledge barrier. But I think there is also, like, hey, like, we can't condemn all AI art, AI generated art, because it's like it's impossible to. And also, there's a bit of a double standard going on where how come it's not okay for a robot to do it, but it's perfectly fine for a human to do it? Like, it's, you know, I'm not gonna say that everyone is being opportunist, but there are totally people being opportunists in the bunch that people are apparently okay with letting by. It's like there's someone trying to raise like lots of money to raise this issue to US Congress, which is inevitably going to lead to more copyright laws, which is exactly what we kind of like fear. It's like that's not gonna work out in your favor, right? You're literally siding with like Disney and Disney notorious copyright you know, holders. There is merit to intellectual property rights, but we can certainly point to examples of hey, like it has gone overboard in some cases. Ooh, I can get another boy. I don't even have a boy in my car. That is totally a girl. But apparently it counts. So you don't even have to pay for them as well. You just run over the space and you just pick them up. Now, the kind of weird thing as well is that no one else has picked up a friend yet. But oh boy, we're just seeing this game again. No one else has picked up a friend again, but what happens? This is Mario Party, yes. It's Mario Party, except you don't pay for the stars, and everyone screws each other over by just literally stealing turns. They don't actually, like, really interact. The minigames are okay, but they vary wildly in terms of, like, how good the AI is, how long they go for. Like, a game like this, you know, the AI doesn't really do, like, too great. I'm the green car here. I look like I'm behind, but I'm actually about to just lap these people. Catch me outside. So, yeah, there's a lot of, like, you know, we should be cautious about AI art, but we should also be cautious about just blocking AI art and doing that kind of stuff. There you go, that was it. 2 of them didn't even get to, well, I guess it says 7 out of 10, but that's 7 out of 10 laps completed, and I was just ahead of them, like, at the end there. Congratulations! Still takes a hot minute to load back in. I swear Mario Party doesn't take this long. And before you say, oh, but this is a PS2 game. No, I'm playing the GameCube version. We're on the same hardware. We got no excuse. I don't know when the end point is, by the way. Like, all I'm doing is I want to play one regular game of this. How long does a game go for? I was tempted to do, like, a certain number of rounds, but then I was like, I don't know. Like, well, 20 rounds seems okay, but I do want to know, like, what is the default end point? Because as much as I've played this game, I think at every point, either me or my sister just get so tired. We stopped. We just would never continue playing the game. Wait, why don't I use the PDA to buy another friend? Why don't I just do that? I think you can only fit 3 friends. This is a Monopoly tier game. Oh, exactly. At least with the Monopoly, like, someone dies off, or you can kind of tell. Like, you could just call at some point. She just bought all this stuff, and now it's just like, now you get to fill your trunk for free.
I can use the cell to call my friends.
I can call my friends. Now, I guess, yeah, it's like, here I am sitting on so much money, so I guess this one's on me. Oh my gosh, stop honking people. You're not supposed to honk them when you pass them. You can do it in a truck. And he lost another turn, because that's the only way that we can do things in this game. Okay, so if I like, go shopping, I've used my PDA. Oh, I can't buy. Oh, I can buy another PDA. Wait, so I'll just get rid of the PDA that I'm totally using right now, and then buy another cell phone. I now use the cell phone to pick up another friend. I feel like I've solved this game. Crash course. We've seen this game before. Dual wielding PDAs, exactly. I played this mini game like 10 minutes ago. I'm even in the same lane. Is that a different character model? Like, is it just like slightly like munted because it's like, oh, they're gonna be from a distance, but it just kind of, yeah. Yeah, dual wielding PDAs and cell phone, by the way, the perfect tools for driving cars. And I love these like little like car, like as in KA, like cars. Is it car? Like there's a certain like kind of class of car, like a specker car, that's just like these little tiny cars, but before like smart cars, like not like the real tiny stuff that's just used to like cram space, but like just the super small ones like this. Oh, I would never steer. I've just noticed, like, right now, it's like, yeah, like, the car just leans left and right now. You know, it's not doing anything too weird. I notice on the water, it's like, oh, the rear just, like, kicks out. Like, these cars are not designed to, like, turn from the rear first.
I can't believe I picked up.
I said the line 3 times. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to pick up the keys, bro. Just let me pick up the keys. Oh, well. Oh. Like, look at the rear coming out. Look at the way you steer here. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Oh, well. So, yeah. I think as well, like, yeah, like, if I'm gonna rip into people, I think a lot of people are always super reactionary about everything. Like, it always happens. It's not exclusive to the art people, but it is exclusive to the art people in going, hey, like, there is a lot of interesting kind of technology under the hood of neural networks and creating all this AI generated art, and also it's possible that the AI generated art isn't actually using your stuff. It could be using a lot of actually royalty-free, open source kind of images. It bases, you know, stuff like Google Capture is exactly the, you know, the kind of thing you call yourself against AI art, but you click on the captures, you click on pictures of street lights and pedestrian crossings. You're just part of the problem. Like, yeah, like we could be kind of reductionist and boil it down to that, but it's also like, yeah, like a lot of things are using the tech, and the tech is kind of interesting. I think there is a you know, a fear of misuse, sure, but it's also like, yeah, we should learn to understand it. We shouldn't ban it and call it a day, because that's clearly not going to work, and especially, that's not going to prepare you for when it does assimilate, and you'll never know. That's a terrifying thought, isn't it? When it's just like the AI art is real art, and you'll never know. You'll never know, because it is just that good. And we're going to reach that point. People are going to say, oh, AI can't draw hands, but, you know, when you train an AI on hand, every single one-on-one has been against me. Oh, yeah, as well. Also, like, I want AI to get better so I never have to do a capture ever again. I want the AI to be too good that websites can never verify you as a human anymore. Because at that point, you know, what is the internet? The internet has to be your closed ecosystem. We could have AI just forming itself. Oh, actually playing this one, like, with myself. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to, like, what we got going on. Key... Dolphin. No, you're not getting the dolphin. You're not getting the dolphin. Heck yeah, stole the dolphin. Phone, wakeboard. Oh, wasn't down the wakeboard? No, that was a surfboard. Key... Phone. Oh, I got the phone. Stuff you, I got the phone. Chick. Oh, wait. That was this chick. Oh, dang it. Okay, she did the exact same error as me, yeah. Alright, who are you going for? Do you know where that was?
That was mine.
That one's on me for not remembering that. Did you just find the... There we go. Oh, it's all the way on the other side of the board. No, no, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. I love how it goes away whenever they do an option like that. Oh, hold on, were these two like next to each other? They totally were. Cheeky breaky. I'm just... Ah, I got the easy one. I love this minigame now. I hated it before, and now I'm loving it. It's all about stealing your opponent's pieces. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. For reference, earlier it was a 2-on-2 game, and the AI just would never, like, listen to me. They would always just go, oh, I must be over here. It's like, we've seen the answer. We've seen the answer. Or, like, they land on a piece, and then they just walk to, like, they pick one, I pick the wrong one, and then I pick a new one, and it's the one that they were just on, and they decide to go somewhere else. Yeah, I've got my other PDA, so I guess you can do that. You can just use your PDA to buy... Oh my gosh, don't drive like that! You can use your PDA to buy a PDA. I mean, I'm sitting on 300 coins right now. Like, what else do I do? I can't even fit friends in the car. Oh, I'm either gonna go backwards or I'm gonna duel people. What's the lesser of two evils here? Actually, I think the victory conditions is to have 3 friends. I think that... It's mixed up parts. Okay, time to mash A in the worst way possible. Okay, it's the yellow car. It's got the yellow roof and the wheels that have like the little, they're like 8 spokes. I gotta look at the wheels because that was what I didn't look at earlier. Boxes come in very weird shapes, apparently. Look at all those wacky looking computers in the back. Okay, 8 spokes. 8 spokes. Okay, that was the 8 spokes. Nope. Okay, it was all yellow. It was all yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow without the stripe. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yellow without the stripe. Yellow without the stripe. Cool. Yellow without the stripe. Yellow without the stripe. There you go. Nope. Dang it. Yeah. Holy crap, did they like nearly get a perfect as well? So yeah, sometimes for reference, I played this against another AI, they got 0. I now play it against this person, they get all but 1. I had like there was another game where like the AI perfectly got through 27 like gates, and that like in like a slalom style game, and it's just like wow. So okay, I've lost a turn. That's okay. But now I got to do another minigame. Tropical Winds. What is so tropical about this one? Oh, we already did this one. Yeah. It was literally like this game. And it was just like they just perfectly got everything. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah. Is AI art really like, you know, the end of the world? Well, it kind of is, because it's just like, yeah, the AI is going to steal. This game is hilarious when it's just like, yep, here I am, I'm all the way over here, and that's how you have to play this game. You can see there's the occasional frame where my character either is pushed back or like their rotation isn't like properly adjusted. Oh, like I didn't even hold forward there. It just decided like, yeah, you're going that way. Oh, but yeah. So, now here's a fun thing. So, I think I had mentioned a bunch of weeks ago about the computer parts that I ordered, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited to try out, like, you know, new computer parts, and it'll, you know, help me out with stream encoding and all that stuff. Yeah, the RAM came in this morning, and I was just like, well, I'm not setting up my computer on stream day, so, yeah, we're just gonna, like, do it tomorrow, basically, but also because it's the end of the year, and this is the last stream of the year, you know, I guess the fruits of that effort won't be realized for a while, but that'll also give me setting in time as well. But I'm excited to work out with that. Now, why exactly Ozpuz took their time, I don't know. I like to think that PCK Scare tried to poison me with Haribo lollies, but
Coming through.
there's people out there who like those. It's just not for me, man. Not for me. Alright, rule of thumb, never have a minigame that's longer than the song that you put on it. Like this, I really should be timing these minigames and just be like, how long have they gone for? I don't know, I think I did miss one, but like... there you go, I'm a winner! There's minigames as well that, like, I haven't yet seen. Like, there's a bunch of, like... there are 2 different tag-related video games where it's like, tag and you're it. Kind of just running around kind of games. What is the point target? Do we even know, like, what is the target of the game?
Think outside of the box.
Thinking outside of the box. Here we go. Mary Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16, win condition. One thing I thought was kind of weird about the parts once I got them was that the RAM I bought I mistyped again. The RAM that I bought was marked as AMD Expo RAM. I just got one-on-one again. What is the win condition? Oh my gosh, there are amazing, like, amount of articles. This is this minigame again. Alright, you also missed out earlier. This minigame is like, you've got to pick up your, like, color items. And, the 4-player version is a 2-on-2, like, team game. Except, there are so few items. Everyone was picking up everything. And it's just, like, whoever, like, picked up the very, very last, like, bit. And they're gonna pick up, like, my stuff. Also, yeah, I have fused. I have become you. I assume it spits out a new item every time I pick up one. So, as long as I don't actively pick up my opponents, I should be doing alright. Or I just can't pick up my opponents, even better. Why are they able to pick up more stuff right now? Yeah, like... hold on, yeah, legit, like, they're picking up more stuff. They just... I swear, I'm trying my best, and I'm significantly behind. And then I keep fusing with them. Like, all my items are super spread out, or they're going, like, real quick, like these little tiny ones. And they're getting, like, the easy ones. And then I keep fusing with them. Ah. I think the game is actually rigged. I think the game legitimately hates me. It's just like, yep. I know Game Grumps played this game as well. Okay, time to win the bonus round and sneak it back in. Never mind. Never mind. This video game deserves everything it gets. But yeah, like, I just typed this in. I don't see anyone write, like, how to actually win this game. So, your guess is as good as mine when this game ends. But we've got the IGN, a look at Mary Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16, License to Drive. What a miracle of a title. What is this? On June the 13th, 2001, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen turned 16. That makes it less than 2 years until the former Full House stars will finally turn 18. Which means they'll be of legal age to vote. Oh, phew. This year, though, they've gotten their driver's licenses and are hanging out with 2 completely made-up friends. So anyway, it describes the game. Who even wrote this article? Chris Roper. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm making fun of your writing. Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16 License to Drive is such a mind-numbingly intriguing game that the entire PS2 editorial... They're finally a one-on-one that doesn't involve me. It's a new game as well. Ashley sent back. Like, oh, okay. What's that description for anything I do? Well, too bad. The entire PS2 editorial department has decided to chime in with their comments, and literally, like... There's only one person. We're doing more cupcakes, apparently. Yay! This time I'm on the right side. The right side is the right side. I love that they say safety is job number one, and you've got your arm resting on the conveyor belt there. It's just skinning your arm off. Jeez, man.
Nice teamwork.
I don't know what's irritating. The fact that, like the colors I'm squirting on the cakes don't necessarily line up with the colors of the, the buttons I'm pressing. You see what I mean? Like, it's correct for A and X, but it's wrong for B and Y. Oh my gosh. I also appreciate whoever put in the work to make the floor shiny. But, like, clearly you can't do the character models twice, so it's just everything else in the room is mirrored. I'm doing alright. I'm doing perfect. At least I don't have to, like, shut up and, like, do a rhythm game. At least it's that. Are we losing? Are we losing? Excuse me, I'm doing this perfectly. You can't lose this for me. This is amazing because, like, it hard relies on the second person. Whereas, like, you can't carry. You can't carry if your other person isn't doing your work. Like, they're just pressing anything at this point. They're actually pressing everything. They're not even trying at this point. Oh, whoops. I won by 5. I won by 5. I think I messed up 2 at the end, and I won by 5 because you have to rely on your... I was going to make comments about the hair color, but there's 2 of them. So I'll just say the twins are evil. Also, you have 34 points. You haven't even gone around the board. You've been losing so many turns. You've not even gone around the board once. Oh, she rolled an 11. Alright. While I was also searching this, there was another article. Is this an article? Yeah. Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16 License to Drive is not that bad. A 2017 article on GameLuster.com from Emmeline Shettle. You may have heard of this game due to famous people such as Game Grumps already reviewing it. Oh boy. Back in with the trivia. Also, yeah, Game Grumps reviewing it. I guess, does that mean I review the games because I'm playing, you know, a thing on it? You're gonna notice, like, this trivia game goes on for longer than the other one. That's my reaction as well. What is a VA? It's an engine. Yeah, it's a car engine. The number of tires. It actually could be a tomato juice stain. Now, what actually does? Which item allows you to W spin? Well, that'd be the gas tank. The gas can. Chocolate cake? Sure, okay. When are we gonna get into the really, like, silly questions? Because, like, all of these have been fairly okay. But, like, there are, like, some real stupid... What's the average weight of today's cars? Like, this one is like, oh boy, what were cars in 2000? Like, oh, I guess 2,500 pounds probably makes sense. If you say 250,000 pounds, you're fairly wrong. And if you say 25, you are fairly wrong. Although there are some cars maybe tending towards 250 pounds. When driving a car, it is best to, I guess, keep your eyes on the road. Like, that was the first one I saw, and I was just like, oh, okay. Again, Yellow Chick has gotten them all wrong so far. Good thing she got that one right. You get more points just for how important the question is. What kind of plug is found in a car? Oh, it's like the cigarette lighter, isn't it? spark plug, I guess. Cars don't have noses. Race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit.
We're talking genius here.
You're heading out to the parking lot after a late movie. You should walk with friends. Did this person just immediately buzz walk with friends? No! What did they say? Crawl?
That was too easy.
How many surfboards are on the beach in front of the crab shack? Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is one of those questions. This is just like, did you notice how many things are like it's just
I wasn't right.
oh my gosh. Which direction do you travel around the board? Anti-clockwise. Or counterclockwise. Horizontal? I guess technically we are all going horizontal.
Man, how did I miss that?
Did it just give bonus points? Did it just move to 71 on the last one? Alright, it didn't... I know that there is a question in there, which is like, which Mary-Kate and Ashley film did they travel to London in? Not London, actually. It would have been like some country. But it's like, the name of the film is, like, it's got nothing to do with, like, the thing. It's like Winning It All or something. That's the name of the film. And it's like, oh, yeah, they were actually in, like, Venezuela. It's like, how would I know that? How would anyone know that? So, okay, you keep challenging me to your silly games. Anyway, what does this person say about like the Game Grumps reviewing it? Did they just buy stuff twice? Hold on. But let's take this from the point of view of someone who grew up with it. I grew up with it. For a 7-year-old girl, this was the bomb. At least the GameCube version was. I do not know if the PlayStation 2 version is the same. From the title, we know that the game... What is this jackpot? They keep landing on it. Who knows? What is the invitation? Oh, that's the... Bring a friend to your spot? I don't know. From the title, we know that the game is based around driving and aimed at kids yearning for freedom and teenagery things. The whole game consists of minigames. There really is no storyline. There was a comma in that sentence. But like any... And they started a sentence with but. But like any other game, you can become attached to the characters. Claire, Tiffany, Mary-Kate, and Ashley. That is right. Mary-Kate and Ashley are not the main characters. It's Claire and Tiffany's game. Yes, this game is actually aimed at girls, due to there only being girls as options for players. I'm very certain there's, like... I'm pretty sure there's fighting games with girls as playable characters. I don't think you have to be a girl to play as them. We're going... Oh, who are you pointing at? Just going. Oh, I've landed on the wild card. The Uno wild card. I've just doubled my next turn. Cool. Cool. We'll just zoom ahead. Lagoon Sprint. Okay. So, this game is ideal for anybody who prefers a quick match type game. One you don't have to try so hard or keep up with a storyline. It's been compared to Mario Party, but it's more for girls or teenagers that just want to chill and play a game. Well, girls can chill and play with Mario Party. Like, this... like... I was thinking this, like, with some of the other games. It's just like, yeah, like, you know, girls could play the Mary-Kate and Ashley game, or they could just play, like, any other game. Like, what stops them from doing that? I can understand if they're not interested in, like, other kinds of, like, you know, action-y titles, but I think, you know, gender doesn't really matter who is interested in Banjo-Kazooie. Gender isn't really, like, what, you know, like... I think Spyro the Dragon is definitely like an all genders, all age game for the PlayStation. Obviously Mario is. I think Zelda definitely appeals to a lot of, you know, female players. And obviously we've got other kinds of games, especially nowadays, because this article was written in 2017. It's like, why is it a 2017 max number of rounds to win? It could be max number of rounds. What was kind of weird is that when you start the game, you can, like, set the win condition, and there's either full game, or number of rounds, number of laps, or number of friends.
All right, I won.
And I'm thinking, well, if a full game is neither of those, then what is going on here? If a full game is neither of those, what actually are we going for? The map is similar to Mario Party, for you travel from panel to panel, but the mini-games are quite different, and it's a carefree game consisting of hot girls and boys driving and feeling young. There are barely any boys. But sure, okay. Some people have actually tried to compare the GBA version of this game to any GTA game, but there aren't any violent acts or strippers in this game. That's a very reductionist thing to say GTA is about the strippers. I can safely say I can't recall any GTA game I've acted... Like, I think I've done it in GTA 5 once. It's like, it's a world reason, like, why they're there, but honestly, like, the only time I ever hear people complain that GTA lets you kill strippers is because it's like, you've gone out of your way to do that. Like, yeah, I guess you can. You can kill a lot of people in GTA.
I can use this invitation.
You know, like, you're the one being selective about who you're killing, man. I'm just like, you know. On the soundtrack, I can't actually talk that up, but I will say it's very edgy, different from the modern eras, but first let me take a selfie type lyrics. It's 2017, I guess, sure. The music does fit the whole freedom and teenager girl vibe which the game was going for. I feel like I made a My Bloody Valentine like comparison at the beginning of the stream, and I could totally pick like I'm being challenged again to hit the waves. I could totally pick like a bunch of like if anyone remembers I think Blink 182, Sum 41 as well. That was another one where it's just like that kind of like it's not surf rock necessarily, but I guess it's just that like pop punk at times. It's probably the term. Obviously, we all know our like Fall Out Boy and stuff, and I think that's moving a bit too far into the emo camp. But that was definitely like mainstream. Again, what is with the AI just constantly holding left when the minigame starts? They just keep going, man. I don't know what puts like one person in front of the other as well, because it's like, again, like if I'm in front, like I'm gonna be picking up the little tokens first. I cannot like understand the perspective that I've got going on, by the way, so I am not picking up as many like greens as I probably should.
I'm falling behind.
I like to think that there's just more blues on screen. Like that's it. Like look at this. It's like how do you hold getting the greens when they're on the slope like this? Because you can't like stay on the slope. It keeps pushing you the other direction. Well, you do lose points if you fall, so... Dude, look out, you're upside down. You're actually upside down, and you are fully dead, bro. You're fully dead. Oh, no. I want this minigame to be over so I can keep making fun of this article. There's a lot more keys than the last time I did the one-on-one of this. I think the graphics fit the game nicely. They have a cartoony feel to them. Sorry, they have the cartoony feel to them, similar to the Zelda game, The Wind Waker. I think it's just a lot of 2002 video games kind of have that cartoony, almost cel-shaded design. It's not really cel-shaded, it's just... I think there's a little bit of the shadery effect. I can see it, but... Yeah, I can see it. I wouldn't exactly say it's Wind Waker style. It's a very distinct art style beyond the shader. And especially it's not applying to the textures, is it? Oh, don't you dare.
Who will it be?
Do another one-on-one, really? The maps for the game are very detailed and appropriately fit the environments. A lot of the minigames are based on driving skills, so they feature cones as part of the map to practice accuracy in steering. Okay. Another visual note is Mary Kate and Ashley are clearly distinguished by color. Blue for Mary Kate, the tomboyish one, and red for Ashley, the more girly twin. Is that really the case?
That's fun.
Do they actually have like a difference? Oh my gosh. I do appreciate the color coding on the characters. It makes it very easy to follow along until you get a bit colorblind on what's green and blue, and that's not me saying, oh, colorblindness. It's like actually like when I go back to that closed game and it's like I had the blue character and the green character and it's like, yeah, like I guess we can tell. This is the game, by the way. This is the game that the AI will win at. You cannot win. Oh my gosh, they missed one. They missed two. What is happening? What even is this, by the way? I like thinking this is like at an amusement, not an amusement park, but like a water park. They got like the big like. I think I've been to one aquatic center that's got like a massive slide. Like it's an interesting like thing to just like see. It's like, oh, okay. But I never went in it because I don't think I was actually like. I think I just went to the aquatic center. I didn't actually like go in, actually like participate in swimming.
I can't believe I missed the gate.
I can't believe I missed the gate.
Bonus.
I would definitely say this song's not pop punk. That's just the standard
Hey, what?
2000s kind of I guess 2000s R&B. Like R&B is just like a very nebulous definition, but it's got that kind of like bright kind of sampled drum machine. There you go. Now I gotta go all the way over, turn right, because it's also like you gotta steer. I don't just hit the directions. I've probably got to turn left and right. Ah, you tricked me up, lad, and I tricked you up. There's vents in this water, but like, yeah, this is like a long, abstract kind of tube with blocks moving across. Oh, like, what do you do? Oh, you're not doing it. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. Oh my gosh.
Wait up.
Well, no idea what the last day I was on, but apparently this one just was like, no, I'm getting 700 points and calling it a day. I can honestly say that even if this doesn't appeal to most gamers, it is actually pretty entertaining. If not to play, to laugh at, characters were clearly defined and had variety. There were many minigames available, and there was competition for players who liked to win. Interesting point. Maps were customized to fit the scene. 2 maps, by the way. You're not losing anything by me not showing the other map, by the way. It's just the roads go in different directions. Oh, I did it! I did it! Maybe it was 5 laps. Maybe that was it. Oh my gosh, this like fixed camera is absolutely crazy just going around. Yeah, and the whole... the mood of the game, freedom, and a sort of pop-punk girly feel. The intention and the audience were well defined. And even though I am a hardcore gamer, I considered picking this game up again, just to play the minigames and have a good laugh. It's a stress reliever. No waste of money there. 0 comments. Well, Emmeline, I'm sorry, but that really didn't sell me on anything. I think their article is going to stop around 2017. And I'm not going to click older posts enough times to really know. So, anyway, I guess that was a game. That was virtually everything. Like, there is a finishing video. So first of all, you're not the one turning 16. Also, my character had glasses the whole time.
Has been awesome. Yeah, and it's only the first day.
What do you think we should do tomorrow? They can do anything.
Because we're sweet 16 and licensed to drive.
Oh, I just got smoke in my face. And that was it. I guess here's the credits again. But yeah, no, that is virtually the whole game. I could play the game again on the other board, but it lacks the story mode, it lacks any unlocks. And you saw a bunch of minigames again. The other board is going to be the same affair twice. There's no difficulty. Best you got is to pick a group of friends and play this with them. And I think one issue I have is that game went for maybe about an hour and a half. And it really could have been shorter, because the average Mario Party game is probably about an hour, less than an hour even, maybe like 50 minutes. Because 20 turns goes by quick when the game itself goes quick and you're not constantly challenging everyone to one-on-ones. I think some of the slower Mario Parties do rely on like those item games and just, you know, they are slower. Is it programmed poorly? No, I think it works. I didn't really think there was anything like too weird. It definitely, like, you know, I think N-Space are getting somewhere in terms of like, hey, this game's a bit different. And, I guess, yeah, it's, you know, it runs better, it's 60 FPS, and it doesn't look atrocious. It's just an okay game. I think the only thing I'd question is just, yeah, the amount of content you get. But I'd also say, hey, you know, this was the 4th N-Space game I've played on streams, and every single one of them I have shown off in a single stream. But there is something going on. They gotta figure out how to make more content in these games. We've seen the whole credits. So the only thing that really is left to do is to either show the mountains mode or like, yeah, what other... Like there's a couple of other games. I know we didn't do Tag You're It. I don't think I did Canyon Run. I didn't do Extreme Climb. Is that really the only one-on-one game in this? Oh, okay. Oh, Extreme Climb is only one-on-one. Yeah, okay. I think that was it, really. Like, I guess I'll show the Extreme Climb. The Canyon one is not really that interesting. Because it's just like another go down the rapids and pick up gems one. But this one's a little different, I guess. You got a Nickelodeon Guts. Because I was like, yeah, like, you know, what other thing was big in the 2000s? That's right, rock climbing, except there's no rocks. You gotta pick up gems. I'm not too sure if you're supposed to be paying attention then and actually, like, figure out, like, where your gems are. But, like, you can't see anything. You can't see anything. You don't know the layout of the place you're climbing over. Like, I'm just gonna hope I see what I'm picking up. I think there was one more to the left here. I think. There's one. Oh, but there's also one back there. And that's the top. Like, oh, I should have been paying attention. Oh, no, there they all are. Pick up 6 gems and away you go. Cool. That's this game. It's like, yeah, it's almost there. I get it. Oh my gosh, that jump. Jeez. Why would you do that close to the edge? There's no harnesses or anything. It's just they go for it. So, I might as well show the tag one while I'm at it. Tag You're It. So run around the beach and keep from being tagged. Don't get tagged. Every frame you get a point, and you want to have the lowest points. So, first of all, who is the sore loser? Who gets the start?
Time to kick up some sand.
There you go. Don't be the poor person who gets tagged. Oh, what the heck? Like, they're just gonna outrun you. You can't do anything about it. It's like sometimes you get upset for like longer than you even like need to. It's weird. I mean, I guess they did footprints in the sand. Everyone's wearing the same kind of sandals, so it doesn't really mean much. But yeah, it's a competent game. So, well, is it that bad? It's like, why are you darting for me? Oh, I guess I have the lowest score. It kind of makes sense. No, you go for your sister. That was totally a tag, yeah.
Bummer.
Just casually hug the outside of this imaginary circle. Yeah, it's a game. Anyway, yeah, this is also the last of the chronological Mary Kate and Ashley games. What why did they stop? I think it's because they weren't getting royalties for it. Which is kind of incredible. But also, I think their career started to wane after this point when you stopped being, you know, the teenage heroes and started just being like regular old women. I guess they led a fashion career afterwards. Simultaneous upset. And then, well, you know, tumultuous lifestyle after that. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I can think of. And any other ones? Fine, I'll do the canyon run. I'll do the canyon run just to mention it. But yeah. And then yeah, for the streams, yeah, I'm gonna set up the new compy parts tomorrow morning after the VOD goes up, which actually might not be until. Yeah, it might not actually be tomorrow morning. It might be like tomorrow lunch. We'll see how we go. But definitely, you know, over the course of the new year, there'll be a new computer part. Yeah. This is the same kind of issue. It's just like, yeah, the rules are still the same. You got to pick up your token, but it's also just like, oh, like reacting and also sometimes getting cut off by the camera. Like, the camera pushes you off a bit to the side. It's like, oh, it's pain. It's actual pain. This one is horrendous to play on. I see where they're going for. I swear if you're going down rapids, you probably would want a helmet. This one is actually, like, probably too dangerous. What is going on? What happened there? I don't even know. I don't know. The Olsen twins, Frankie Muniz themselves. Poor Frankie Muniz. Bless his heart. Love him. What other 2000s heartthrobs? I know you had Hilary Duff around that time. Who else do we have? I guess Britney Spears was it for a moment. I keep thinking I'm the only human alive who remembers Nikki Webster. Poor Nikki Webster. Just the quickest career. How come the blue one gets the green paddles? What'd they do to deserve that? Besides being the first person in the name of the game. Unless they're Ashley, in which case, whoops. 3 games in, I still cannot tell, so.
I made the gate.
I made the gate. Yeah, I guess we did. We all did. I love as well that the AI is rushing ahead. Like, it's not just me, it's the AI as well. Came in the Islands or Cayman Islands? Is that the song? Hooray, I did it, clap. Oh my gosh, so anyway, I think that is pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to show in this game. Like, actually, there is nothing else. I don't even know. Who knows? If anyone knows of a secret developer code, please tell me, but otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. So, anyways, with that, I would like to thank you so very much for watching. If you did enjoy this stream and you want to, you know, not DMCA claim the video for the amount of copywritten music in it, you can follow on Twitch for the next stream, which is in 3 weeks. It's in 3 weeks, so probably January 9th. In 2023, yeah, I know. If you miss any of this stream, you can catch it on YouTube, and if I'm not having trouble with the DMCAing, then yeah, I'll be there. I'll find a way. So, there's that. Other than that as well, like, you know, it's the Christmas break. Take time, take care, you know, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, give some gifts around. It's all good. Season's giving, so have a good one, everyone. Stay safe, eat your greens, don't stay up too late, and have a Merry Christmas, holiday season, Hanukkah. Is Kwanzaa around this time? I really need to look that up. So have a good one, everyone.